Hey everyone, I'm Tai, and this is my commentary for Mushihimesama Black Label, Mushihimesama Futari Black Label Original 1cc. So I'm not usually one to do audio commentaries for shmups, but this is a kind of a strange run, and I wanted to do a commentary for it. That truth be told, it's a really messy run. It shouldn't have been a clear, to be honest. I didn't expect it to be a clear. I still, at that point, I hadn't really practiced the game, just maybe practice a bit of stage 3, a bit of stage 5 here and there, and so I was just doing like the last run before going to bed. Didn't really think to... I had no idea it was really close to a clear. I just wanted to see, okay, let's do a run, let's practice a bit when to run. And instead he actually cleared, so I wanted to show you guys. So this is stage 1, there's really nothing like spectacular to it. The score system in Mushihimesama Futari is pretty interesting. You pretty much like in the top left you see the 5,000 in change. It's now blue, so like when it's blue, now it's turned just green. So when it's blue, if you kill enemies with the focus shot, you get bonus points. You get the big gems that give you bonus points. If instead it's green, you kill them with the normal shot, and they give you the big stars. So it's a really cool system where you actually need to alternate between like the focus shot and the normal shot, and I think it's like every 5,000 for maybe even every 5,000, every 4,000 points it changes, and you get like a little audio cue when it does. Other than that, you get a lot of bonuses for no missing, for getting the bombs and everything like that. But yeah, this is not really a score run. I wanted to do a bit of score, just to get the 2 extents you get by scoring. But again, this wasn't supposed to be a real run, so I was just messing around and playing without really caring too much about the score. I think I stopped scoring actively scoring around stage 3. Like the first 2 stages are easy enough that you can just go with the flow and score normally, and with stage 3 onward it becomes really hard. Actually, I think stage 3 is harder than stage 4. So I stopped there, I think, and just did minimum scoring from there. But I still managed to get all the score extents, so I'm pretty happy with that. Stage 2 is not really that interesting. Like it starts to introduce like the key mechanics of Mushihimesama Futari, which is the big cancels, and you have these like icicles that drop down, and if you kill them, like they cancel all the bullets in the screen. And from now on there are a lot like of big enemies that will cancel the bullets. And it's a really cool system. Like you are rewarded for like playing cautiously, routing well, and using the cancel to get out of really bad situations. And in other modes that are not original, it's even more important, because you get way more score by cancelling like big clusters of bullets. The mini boss is not really that easy, that hard. In general, the game really starts to show its teeth in stage 3 onward, with stage 3 and stage 5 being really difficult. So for now, it's not really that big of a deal. Here you can see like another big enemy that cancels the bullet when it's killed. But yeah, in general, it's a really fun game, and it's highly recommended. I'm still like practicing. I wanna do some more 1cc, and I wanna be more consistent with it and actually do 1cc way less messy than this. So I'm still playing the game, and it's still a lot of fun. Like Cave doesn't miss. Pretty much all the Cave games are really fantastic. The cancel are also really easy to do with Reco, because he has the option that auto targets some enemies. So even if you are, you saw it just now with the icicle, even if you are on the opposite side of the screen, the options still do damage. This boss is actually can be tricky. I try to like tap dodge here to avoid the general, and this pattern is really easy. You just pretty much side dodge, and it dies before this pattern becomes a problem. After this one is, you should be able to go to the right side and wait for them. Here it can become tricky, like just finds the lane there, but it should be dead before it becomes really hard. And here I actually don't remember. Oh yeah, this is pretty much just tap dodge slowly and avoid the big cluster of purples. Yeah, the bosses are not really that difficult outside of like stage 3, the final patterns, and stage 5, the final boss. Mainly because you do a lot of damage in this game, so they die pretty easily, and all the scary patterns don't really last that long. So this is stage 3. Stage 3 is the when the game starts to show like that it's actually hard. It's like you stream at the start. You use these clusters of enemies here to cancel, and then you have like the little pillars that shoot in purple on the right that also cancels. Here you go slow, you kill these guys, and you get another big enemy, and then immediately kill the little guys that spam all those bullets. And in general, you're pretty much streaming left to right and right to left, and trying to avoid enemies. And kill the big guys for juicy cancels. This I think is the best stage in this run, because I actually practiced this. So I have a route in mind. I think I fuck up a bit on the end, but I actually do have a route in mind, so I actually know what I'm doing for a bit. And the first part of the stage is not that difficult. Again, it pretty much tests your streaming and your ability to be in the right place at the right time. After this big boss, it actually becomes harder. Like, it becomes really more strict, and it starts to show that you have like the big insect guys, the big like beetles that shoot like the really narrow arrow, the purple arrows, which are a pain in the ass. But here again, like, stream around. I think this is max power. I don't remember if I actually don't know if this is max power if we get it later. Again, those little like bugs cancel, and then you get there and cancel again, and then from here you go. Yeah, I fucked up. I actually think I was fine if I continue to stream, but I just used a bomb. You actually get a fair bit of bombs here. Yeah, these are the little arrows I was talking about, like a pain in the ass to dodge. Here you can see like the option targeting like the enemies even if you're not there. This part can be really tricky. Like you find the lane there. And then now here you have like again you have the big enemies that help you cancel everything. And then you have like the big enemies that should be the narrow arrows. I think you actually managed to dodge it without using the bomb. I usually use a bomb here. I don't really... No, I think I use a bomb here. Yeah, I got completely walled. And this should be the... Yeah, this is the end. Like, you get the bonuses in after this boss. This boss can actually be tricky. I think it's pretty much the hardest boss outside of the final one, outside of Larsa. Here you should be standing on the... Here I fucked it up, but you should be standing on the center of the screen and slowly tapping and seeing actually the lane, where the lane is. This can be tricky, like I usually side dodge it, I don't really have a plan for it. And this, you just try and stay outside of the purple, of the central purple bullets and avoid the red ones. this is pretty easy. It can be tricky because of how the little purple balls, how they move. But once you practice it a bit, it's not that big of a deal. These last patterns can be actually pretty tricky, as you can see. Here you just go on the side and try to avoid. I actually fucked it up and use another bomb. And at this point of the run, I said, okay, I used all my bombs. Like I'll just play stage 4 and see, because I didn't really practice it. So I just like practice stage 4 and see. Here, just let's say, yeah, fuck it, use a bomb. Let's go to stage 4 and actually practice that one. Because again, at this point, I didn't really think this was gonna be a clear. And I think I should be able to get the first extend here. No, not again, not yet. It's at 100 million. It's 100 million and 200 million for the score extends, and then you get like a stage extend in stage 5, which is actually really tricky to get. Stage 4 is, I think, easier than stage 3. It can be still tricky. And I think I fuck up here at the start, when the first mantis show up on the right here. I think I'm pretty... No, maybe it's not this one, maybe it's the other one. I'm slow to kill one of them, and I don't get the cancel as I should. And I got walled by the bullets. I think maybe it's this one? I don't remember. But as you can see, like, yeah, it's this. I was really slow to get to the mantis and actually kill it. To get the cancel from it and the cancel from the little worm that comes out of it. As you can see, like, stage 4 really emphasizes like streaming and being in the right space to actually kill the big enemies and get the cancels. But yeah, I really love this game, and I started playing shmups like at this point a fair bit of years ago, but I wasn't really like full focus on them. I just played a bit of Toho here, a bit of Crimson Clover there. Never really went too much into them, but this year I actually started going a bit more. I put way more focus onto them, and I started to fall in love with this genre more and more. It's a really incredible genre. It's simple, it's all the simple mechanics and all like the incredible depth of everything, and you can really see once you start to play with 1cc, with arcade games in general, but with shmups I think more, you start to really see how well designed all of these games are, and how well thought out all the stages and all the parts of the little parts of the scoring, and how it intersects with survival, and how all the fundamentals are tested. It's a really fantastic genre. Also, like, I'm not really active in the community, but for what I saw, like, the community is really great too. And it also, like, it's really cool how supportive of people it is. Like, I constantly see on Blue Sky and on social in general, whenever someone, like, doesn't matter if he has like 1,000, 10,000 or one follower, every time someone posts like, oh, I managed to 1cc Mushihimesama, or I managed to 1cc Death Smiles or something like that, everyone is incredibly supportive. You see all like the congrats and all the, okay, yeah, we can wait to see or what else you clear and everything. So yeah, like, shout out to the community, because it's a really cool community for what I saw. Really supportive. With arcade games in general, I saw like people really enjoy when other people start to get into them. Here I fucked up and I used a bomb again. Going back to the run instead of like ranting about shmups. I don't remember actually the final part of this, how it goes. Yeah, I got the extend of 100 million and lost it here when I was out of bombs. At this point I'm not really going for the clear. Like until like the later half of stage 5, I wasn't really going for the leader. I didn't think like it was even in the cards pretty much. So I'm just messing around, trying to be consistent, try to understand what I need to do and where I need to be, and just practice the stage. I actually did a pretty... I did pretty good for not really practicing this stage. The stage 4 boss can also be tricky. I think like the stage 3 is still harder. But like this first pattern is really easy, you just see... As I say, it's really easy and I fucked it up. You need to take it slow and see where the lane is. Other than that, it's not a big of a deal. Here I use another bomb, and I think I use another one before the end of the last patterns. Maybe here. Oh yeah, this is the streaming one, where you need to actually stream the purple... Oh no, okay, I managed to do it. Again, this pattern can be tricky, but you do so much damage in this game, so the bosses die before they actually become really, really difficult. I think that if you add like a little bit less damage, the bosses were gonna be way harder than this, because the patterns are actually tricky, is that they don't last long enough to really be dangerous. Which is the reason why Larsa is actually instead hard, because he has a lot of HP and the patterns last for a long time, other than like being really, really challenging. Stage 5 I really love. It's really fast paced. You're constantly streaming from one place to another. You should like dynamically change the speed and of your streaming. And it's really, really cool. Like, it's really, really fast-paced. You're constantly in danger. You're constantly thinking ahead of what is coming next, and you're constantly on the edge. It's a really cool stage. In general, like, I really like Mushihimesama for this. Both this and Futari, both this and original Mushihimesama. Like the fast pace and the fast bullets really, really constantly like put you on the edge. Are really, really good. So like the first part of stage 5 is pretty much like streaming, and then it starts to become harder and harder. As you can see, like these big enemies also cancel the bullets and everything. I think this is another one. I think like also like the stage 5 is really, really long, so that also increases the difficulty. And at this point, like I have one life, one bomb. I'm saying like, okay, like, this is not gonna clear. I'm just gonna do my best and see how far I can go. Start to practice stage 5 well and everything. I also have like what, 135 million points, which at this point, like, I don't think, like, you get a big bonus to get while getting the stage extend, but I didn't think like you actually I didn't think it was possible to get the second extend at this point, so I was just playing for practice pretty much. Like the mini boss is not that difficult. You just try to move as less as possible, and it's really easy. After this this mid boss, you have a pretty fast section, and after this section you have the stage extend, which is actually pretty difficult to get. You need to destroy a specific building, and it's really high up on the screen, so if you don't know it's there, you're gonna miss it because you're not gonna be that high up normally. So you should actually memorize where it is and prepare accordingly. And I think I use a bomb here to actually get it safe. Like it's after this guy, there's a big building on the left. By destroying this big building on the left right now, you get the 1-up and a bomb. And I think I used a bomb there for safety, but I really shouldn't have used it because I was clear, like the screen was clear. But I was so used to like using a bomb there that I pretty much wasted one. So at this point, like I started to get a bit more confident. Like I had two lives, and I was maybe on pace for the second extend. So here is when I started to actually get a bit more focused on actual clearing. And I think I fuck up a bit because like the nerves actually started and I say, oh okay, this is not practice anymore. I can actually clear if I don't fuck it up, and the nerves got the better of me. I think. Yeah, but this part of the stage is really fun. Like you're constantly bombarded by every side. Yeah, here, like as you can see, I'm 192 millions, which is really close. But I actually get the last extent at the final boss, and it's pretty funny. I actually don't even realize I got it. I'll show you when it comes. Okay, this is pretty much the last section of the stage. You get spammed one last time. You get like the big enemies coming on, and then it's Larsa. Oh yeah, no, maybe I don't die here. I actually don't remember. Yeah, okay, I died there. Yeah, the nerves were getting the better of me. And at this point again, like the nerves were getting the better of me. I lost a life. I said, okay, maybe I'm not gonna be able to clear. So pretty much this run is a constant going from oh, okay, it doesn't clear to let's fucking go to oh, the kid doesn't clear. So here it's Larsa, and it's really hard. If you start like on the top left side, this in slowly tap, this pattern gets more manageable. In here, yeah, I actually think I pretty much dodge at the last possible second those streams, and like luckily it was the last one because again I didn't really practice Larsa, so here it's pretty much all instinct and miracle dodging, which is not what you're supposed to do with the final boss. I think I die here. Yeah, I die here. And at this point I didn't realize I actually got the last extend, so I thought I was at my last life, so I just started spamming bombs. And here I used my last bomb, like this is the last pattern. I used my last bomb here, and I get clipped here, and I thought I was dead. I thought like okay, the stage was gone, and instead I actually killed it. Because I got that extend, I didn't realize. If I didn't get that extend, I would have died like with like what 3 HP left on the boss, which was gonna be terrible. Yeah, this was my messy 1cc of Mushihimesama Futari. My messy 1cc with my messy commentary. So hope you enjoyed. Hope you don't like hate my voice as much as I do. And yeah, that was it. Play Mushihimesama Futari. It's a fantastic game. Play more shmup. Have fun on STG summer. And yeah, have fun, guys. Bye.